Medical professionals advised me that I ought to have taken a step back many years prior. At the age of 92, I continue to drive, and remarkably, I haven't experienced illness in 3 decades. Not a hint of chill. And no, it isn't due to mere fortune. 5 habits transformed everything. Some of them are so straightforward that one might assume they could never be effective. Yet, they indeed do. Allow me to share my unique approach and the compelling reasons you may wish to embark on this journey today. Each morning, before my feet have the chance to meet the ground, I find myself in motion. It neither qualifies as exercise nor as stretching. I refer to it as a cue for my body, a proclamation that in this moment we shift, we inhale, we exist. I have engaged in this pursuit since I reached the age of 62. A physician once shared with me that the body experiences its most rapid aging in the initial 30 minutes following awakening. Your blood runs thick, your joints feel rigid, and your nervous system is still shaking off the remnants of slumber. Yet, the majority tend to hurry through it. They leap from their slumber, snatch their phone, and plunge headfirst into the day's demands. I take a different approach entirely. As I recline on my back, I start by taking 3 deep breaths. I extend my fingers, gently flex my toes, and then gradually twist my ankles and wrists. In just 90 seconds, it awakens every joint, every tendon, every muscle, urging them to rise and respond. Your presence is required. It may seem absurd. This small ritual invigorates my limbs with blood, fills my brain with oxygen, and heightens my awareness of movement. It diminishes the likelihood of falls, soothes my nervous system, and enhances circulation. Research conducted by the National Institute on Aging supports this assertion. Those in their later years who partake in gentle morning mobility exercises often find themselves experiencing elevated energy levels, enhanced mental clarity, and improved balance as the day unfolds. Do you still believe it's overly simplistic? Allow me to recount the essence of my mornings from days gone by. At 60, I would awaken with a sense of stiffness. I would make my way to the bathroom, my legs feeling leaden and my mind shrouded in a thick haze. There was a moment when I stumbled over my slippers as my feet had yet to rouse from their slumber. In that moment, the realization struck me. Without a signal to my body, it would continue to indulge in the comfort of the snooze button. Now, I no longer bypass it. I engage in this ritual prior to my morning coffee, before I delve into the news of the day. What if I were to forget? My body serves as a constant reminder. What holds true strength isn't the extension, it's the routine. It is the steady rhythm of practice that transforms the body, rather than sheer force. Research from the Mayo Clinic reveals that engaging in consistent, low-intensity mobility practice each morning can lead to a reduction in inflammation markers, promote joint health, and help regulate blood pressure in older adults. That's not mere exaggeration. That is the essence of science. Allow me to present a point of consideration. Yoga is not a necessity for you. No mat is necessary. There is no need to rise from your slumber. All it takes is a mere 90 seconds and a simple message to your muscles. We remain united in this journey. Consider this. When was the last occasion you genuinely greeted your body with a heartfelt good morning? Aging unfolds gradually, not in a sudden burst. It unfolds in instances such as these. Serene, dawn-lit, easily overlooked. In those fleeting instances, the opportunity to start anew unfolds before you. Each morning, without fail, I partake in a beverage that has shielded me from illness for more than 3 decades. It is not merely a supplement. It is not a pill. It is certainly not a $50 powdered superfood found online. It's a soothing blend of warm water infused with lemon, turmeric, and a hint of black pepper. That is all. Yet do not be deceived by its apparent simplicity. This practice is a force to be reckoned with. It is the initial element that permeates my being each morning. This is my method for priming my immune system, reducing inflammation, and kickstarting digestion ahead of breakfast. Let us dissect it. Citric fruit. Fresh lemon juice inundates the body with vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that bolsters the production of white blood cells, serving as the immune system's first line of defense. The Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University suggests that vitamin C does more than merely ward off sickness. It aids in reducing its length, particularly for the elderly. Moreover, it initiates the production of bile in the liver, thereby promoting healthy digestion and aiding in the prevention of toxin accumulation. Have you ever pondered the reasons behind the gradual slowing of digestion as we age? Frequently, it is a deficiency in stomach acid, and lemon serves to remedy that. Next, we encounter turmeric, the most potent anti-inflammatory root bestowed by nature. A compound known as curcumin resides within it, a substance that has been demonstrated through countless peer-reviewed studies to reduce inflammatory markers in the body. These markers tend to increase with age, potentially paving the way for chronic diseases, joint pain, and even cognitive decline. A study featured in Frontiers in Pharmacology revealed that curcumin supplementation enhances immune function in older adults, while also diminishing oxidative stress. However, there lies the secret. Black pepper transcends mere flavor. It serves as a catalyst. A compound known as piperine enhances the absorption of curcumin by as much as 2,000%. In the absence of this, turmeric struggles to permeate the bloodstream. United, these three elements create what I refer to as my golden glass. Preparation requires no more than 5 minutes. Simply warm a cup of water, ensuring it reaches a temperature that is pleasant to sip, but not boiling. Extract the juice of half a lemon, incorporate a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and sprinkle in a pinch of black pepper. Mix, taste, and allow it to unfold its magic. For nearly 30 years, this drink has graced my mornings, not due to some online recommendation. I sense the distinction. In the beginning, I endured sinus infections biannually, experienced achy joints each winter, and consistently felt sluggish following breakfast. 2 weeks into this new routine, I noticed a marked improvement in my digestion. I felt light and unencumbered. My joints seemed to have a newfound freedom. No other alterations had been made. Several months passed, and I came to the realization that I had not experienced illness in nearly a year. 3 decades have passed, and I have remained committed ever since. Am I still susceptible to viruses? Absolutely. Yet my body no longer extends a warm welcome for them. It has come to life. It's vigilant. It is ready. It is ready. This shimmering vessel holds more than mere refreshment. It serves as a signal. Much like the movement ritual it communicates to my body, we are on the offensive today. There's no requirement for costly supplements or intricate routines. Embrace small, consistent habits that softly convey, I care about you. Tomorrow, before the toast pops or the eggs crack, pour yourself something golden. And as you sip, take a moment to reflect. What you hold in your hand transcends mere refreshment. You are proclaiming a statement. I embrace health not as a matter of fate, but as a deliberate decision. I do not engage in walking as a form of exercise. With each step, I seek solace and restoration. Each day, regardless of the weather, I venture outdoors for a 15-minute stroll that soothes inflammation. Without headphones or phone, only the rhythm of movement and the cadence of breath remain. Many individuals fail to recognize the true value of walking. They perceive it as a last resort, an option to consider only when running is no longer viable. Yet, at the age of 92, I can assure you it is the very foundation. In my 60s, I found myself lacing up my sneakers and hitting the pavement for a jog. I believe that exertion was the key to preserving youth. Then I encountered a study that transformed my existence. The mere act of walking, just walking, has been shown to diminish systemic inflammation, stabilize blood sugar levels, enhance memory, and potentially lower your risk of death by an impressive 39%. 99%. That was the moment I ceased pursuing sweat and began to welcome rhythm. Indeed, walking transcends the mere act of propelling oneself through space. It concerns the act of restoring everything to its rightful position. Your joints, your lymphatic system, your nervous system, and even your thoughts intertwine in a complex dance of existence. And here lies the essence. I engage in this pursuit daily, regardless of the circumstances. I tend to keep my strolls short. At times, it lies merely a stone's throw away, yet I never let it slip by. It's not a matter of discipline. Rather, it's the stark realization of the consequences that unfold in my absence of it. I grow rigid. My joints throb with discomfort. My mind becomes shrouded in fog. My digestion has come to a crawl. Yet, as I walk, I become a relentless force. My shoulders draw back. My knees remain supple. my spirits lift. Upon my return, I sense a profound renewal within me. There exists a scientific foundation for this. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine revealed that a mere 20 minutes of walking can lower levels of C-reactive protein, an indicator of inflammation, among older adults. A recent study conducted by Stanford revealed that walking enhances creativity and mental clarity to a greater extent than any activity performed while seated. Yet, what truly captivated me, on a morning roughly a quarter of a century ago, I chose to forgo my usual walk. I found myself occupied. I promised myself I would tackle it later, yet the hours slipped through my fingers. For the first time in years, a sense of age washed over me. Neither fatigued nor aching. Simply aged, as if the joints belonged to someone else, as if my lungs had lost the memory of expansion. At that moment, I realized that walking had become a necessity. It was a remedy. I now regard my daily walk as if it were a vital prescription. I laced up my shoes, ensuring they offered the support I needed. I begin at a measured pace. I concentrate on my breathing, inhaling for 4 seconds and exhaling for 6. With a gentle motion, I swing my arms to maintain an open posture. And here's a revelation that may catch you off guard. As I stroll, a smile graces my lips. Not due to my happiness, it brings me joy. The simple act of smiling engages the vagus nerve, a significant component of the nervous system that governs inflammation, heart rate, and digestion. A study published in Psychosomatic Medicine revealed that smiling, particularly while in motion, enhances the stress-relieving benefits of physical activity. With a smile upon my lips, I take a deep breath and embark on a daily 15-minute stroll. It has bestowed upon me decades of resilience. There is no requirement for elaborate equipment. Perfect weather is not a necessity. Energy is not even a requirement. Walking bestows it upon you. Your body was designed for motion. With each stride, a whisper echoes, "I am still capable." If you find yourself feeling stagnant, fatigued, or clouded in thought, don't hold out for that elusive spark of motivation. Slip into your shoes, swing open the door, and whisper to your body, it's time to start anew. For motion embodies the essence of life. For more than 3 decades, there's one nutrient I have never overlooked, not even once. It is not a vitamin. It is not an enchanted mineral. It is an element of greater significance, protein. Upon reaching the age of 60, I was under the impression that my eating habits were quite commendable. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and perhaps a multivitamin now and then. Yet, I found myself gradually losing strength. By mid-morning, I felt my energy wane. Memories began to slip away from me. Names, the location of my keys, and even the question of whether I had partaken in lunch. I believed it was merely a matter of age. However, my doctor insisted, "No, you're simply not consuming enough protein." It appears that after the age of 60, the body's ability to absorb and utilize protein diminishes. This indicates that an increase, rather than a decrease, is essential for sustaining muscle, memory, immunity, and healing. It was at that moment that I transformed my entire approach to breakfast. I have transitioned from the usual cereal or toast to what I now refer to as the brain and body breakfast. It is straightforward. A single boiled egg, a cup of creamy Greek yogurt, a handful of crunchy walnuts, and a scattering of vibrant blueberries. In total, this amounts to more than 25 grams of premium protein, along with anti-inflammatories, beneficial fats, and antioxidants that enhance cognitive function. It doesn't merely satisfy me, it ignites my spirit. This is precisely why it holds such significance. Protein serves a purpose beyond the realm of bodybuilders. It pertains to immune cells, which are fundamentally composed of amino acids. It pertains to enzymes responsible for the repair of tissue. It pertains to the neurotransmitters that maintain the acuity of your mind. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveals that older adults who intake 25 to 30 grams of protein with each meal experience notable improvements in muscle mass, a reduction in hospitalizations, and even an extension of hospitalizations. Their lifespans. A recent study conducted by Tufts University revealed that older adults who consumed higher levels of protein exhibited more robust immune responses to both illnesses and vaccines. It transcends mere strength. It embodies resilience. Yet, not all proteins hold the same value. I concentrate on complete proteins, which encompass all 9 essential amino acids. Eggs, a flawless achievement. Greek yogurt offers a harmonious blend of complete protein, calcium, and probiotics. Walnuts, though not whole, brim with omega-3s and agents that combat inflammation. Blueberries, the vibrant little gems that bind everything with their powerful antioxidants. This breakfast not only sustains my hunger but fortifies my resolve. And here's a revelation I hadn't anticipated. My blood sugar has found its balance. I would often find myself succumbing to sleep at 11 a.m. At this moment, I move through the morning with the ease of youth, as if I were 40 once more. No matter the meetings, the long drives, or the appointments, I remain sharp and steady. I begin with the essentials that hold the greatest significance. It need not be intricate. There are days when I choose to change things up. Cottage cheese adorned with flax seeds, a modest slice of grilled chicken perched upon sprouted toast, or perhaps a lentil scramble if the mood strikes me with a touch of elegance. Yet the principle remains unchanged. Always prioritize protein, particularly during breakfast. In that instant, your body makes a choice about its performance for the remainder of the day. One wouldn't think to power a vehicle with mere vapors, would they? What compels us to inflict this upon ourselves? A breakfast abundant in protein is not merely a luxury. It is an essential lifeline, a journey you can embark on tomorrow, regardless of your age or the shadows of your past. Your body is indifferent to the passage of time. It is concerned solely with how you nourish it in the present moment. There's a revelation that no physician ever shared with me. Your thoughts falter long before your body feels the strain. To maintain a sense of youthfulness, one must begin at that very point. Each morning, prior to engaging with anyone or even glancing at the weather, I partake in a practice I refer to as mental tuning. It transcends meditation, it surpasses therapy. It is simply this. I remain motionless for 3 minutes, envisioning the kind of day I aspire to experience. I refrain from envisioning the congestion of traffic, the mundane errands, or the relentless bills. I envision the sensations I desire: tranquility, strength, stability, and purpose. As I envision myself navigating through the day, I see a version of me exuding confidence behind the wheel, articulating thoughts with clarity, and embracing whatever unfolds with a sense of tranquility. This might seem trivial, yet it stands as the most potent action I undertake. Your mind, it seems, cannot discern between a vividly imagined scenario and a reality that unfolds before you. What you see there isn't merely a motivational quote. It's rooted in the principles of neuroscience. Dr. Harrison, alongside researchers at Harvard, has demonstrated through fMRI scans that when individuals vividly envision engaging in an activity, the same regions of the brain activate as though they were actually performing it. With the passage of time, this transforms the wiring of your nervous system. In essence, one can cultivate a state of calm, focus, and sharpness within the body, even before stepping out the door. What is the significance of this? Chronic stress reigns as the foremost adversary to our immune system, overshadowing germs and genetics alike. It is stress that takes the lead in this battle. It elevates cortisol levels, leading to the deterioration of brain cells, a compromised immune system, and even the depletion of muscle mass. Moreover, seniors experience stress in unique ways. It manifests in bewilderment, exhaustion, and ailments that appear unexpectedly. Yet, dedicating just 3 minutes each morning to align your thoughts can transform everything. Allow me to share a tale with you. Once, I had a friend who was my age and shared a similar health background, yet he was perpetually engulfed in stress. Current events, governance, finance. He existed in an unending realm of conflict or escape. And then, one fateful day, he fell to the ground, a sudden heart issue striking without a moment's notice. He healed, yet the world around him had irrevocably shifted. He inquired, "What is it that keeps you so composed? Do you never find yourself concerned?" I said to him. "Worry is a thief. Each morning, I secure the door with a firm click. It begins with purpose. It concludes with unwavering strength. And here lies the most delightful aspect. As you cultivate a tranquil mind, your body naturally aligns with that serenity. Your blood pressure decreases, your immune cells spring into action, your recollection becomes more acute, Your ability to digest food improves significantly. A study conducted in 2016 by the University of Wisconsin-Madison revealed that merely 5 minutes of daily mental rehearsal led to a notable decrease in anxiety, enhanced focus, and an increase in immune response among adults aged 65 and older. The effects endured for weeks on end. Indeed, I walk. I consume protein. I savor my turmeric tonic. Yet all of it would be inconsequential without this understanding. Your thoughts mold your hormones, and in turn, your hormones dictate your health. There's no requirement to don the robes of a monk or seek the wisdom of a guru. Candles and mantras are unnecessary. Simply take a moment to envision resilience, to envision happiness. Envision yourself gripping the steering wheel, cruising at 92, chuckling at the gridlock, immune to any hint of nausea. As time passes, you may begin to observe something peculiar. It materializes. Now you understand that it was not mere chance. It was not a matter of genetics. It was not a clandestine truth I had concealed for years. 5 straightforward choices, made each day with unwavering consistency. 5 small habits that transformed my body and perhaps even preserved my life. In reality, there's no age limit for beginning your journey. You don't need to wait until you're 92 to take that first step. All it takes is the first step, the dawn's embrace, the shimmering chalice, the restorative stroll, the nourishing feast, the intellect that guides the vessel. Though they may appear diminutive, their strength is undeniable. For health does not simply disappear in a heartbeat. It eludes us in the moments we overlook, only to return in a similar fashion, in subtle decisions that restore resilience, idea by idea, stride by stride, morsel by morsel. If you find yourself questioning whether the moment has passed, allow me to gently remind you, you are still present in this very moment. The journey is still within your grasp, and you have already taken the first steps forward. However, there's a detail I have yet to share with you. There exists yet another secret I have yet to unveil. It's the ritual I embrace each and every night. Following the routines, following the nourishment, following the steps and the reflections, there exists a force that mends my body in the quiet of slumber. Science suggests it could be the elusive element needed to turn back the clock on aging. We shall discuss that on our next occasion.